Het eerste huis is obviously the house of self. Dat is de titel van dit huis. De interpretatie van dit huis is physical appearance, traits and characteristics, first impressions, general outlook into the world, ego, beginnings and initiatives. Dus je kan zeggen, dit huis gaat over jouw fysieke verschijning, jouw karaktertrekken, je eerste indruk op de wereld, dus de indruk die jij maakt en jouw eerste indruk natuurlijk, je ego, hoe jij de wereld ziet en bekijkt. En dat zijn de thema's van het eerste huis. Get familiar with it so that you can recognize the energies whenever you see them. Het gaat niet 1, 2, 3, maar wanneer je het onder de knie hebt, ben je like, I can read energy baby. Yes, you can. Het tweede huis heet the house of values. Material and immaterial things of certain value. Money, material and immaterial things of certain values. Money, belongings, property, acquisitions, cultivation and growth, substance and self-worth. Dit is dus het huis met de thema's eigenwaarde, zelfwaarde, materiële dingen, money. This is the house of money. Let me tell you just straight up, this is the house of money. De energieën die aanwezig zijn in dit huis gaan bepalen hoe jij naar de dingen kijkt. Hoe jij met geld omgaat, hoe je geld krijgt, hoe je geld ziet en wat jij, welke dingen jij waarde toekent. Welke dingen jij value. This is the house of value baby. This is where you need to keep an eye on how to make money, how to get money, what energy you need to embody in order for that money flow to come to you baby. Yes, the second house baby is my house. I have Jupiter in this house, and Jupiter is an expansive planet, but you're gonna learn more about that in a second, in just a second. But the planets inside of this house are gonna decide a few things, are deciding the themes. Okay, let's move on. This has been the house of value. Let's get into it. So, dit is het derde huis. The third house is the house of communications. Yes, baby. Communications. De interpretatie hiervan is communication, happiness, intelligence, achievements, siblings, neighborhood matters, short and local travel and transportations. Dus het gaat bij dit huis, this area of life, want we weten de huizen zijn areas of life. Bij deze area of life, a.k.a. de third house, gaat het om communicatie. Hoe jij communiceert. Hoe je gewoon standaard communiceert. Als je Mars hebt, Mars. You know Mars. I mean, I'm not talking to people who don't know. Als je Mars hebt in dit huis, praat je recht door zee. Je praat ruw, je bent rough and tough. That's just because that is the energy that is aanwezig in that house. Just een voorbeeld. We gaan zo meteen in op the planets in the houses. But now it's just about the areas of life. So you can get familiar with the areas of life. With the whole zodiac. Okay? We gaan een stapvoets nemen because at the end of this you're gonna know exactly what you need to know, baby. Yeah. I love your energy too, baby. I love your energy too. Let's get into it. Dus nu weten we waarvoor het derde huis staat, toch? Communicatie, lokaal, dus naar de winkel lopen, naar Saramaka, naar Nikeri. Local travel, not far travel, local travel. Far travel is the ninth house. En als je goed kijkt, het derde huis, tegenover het derde huis is je negende huis. Negende huis is abroad. Abrase. That's long distance travel. This is short distance travel. Naar de winkel, naar Nikeri, naar... You know what I'm saying? So you can get the energies we're talking about, okay? Je buren. Oh, I should look into what my neighbors, because I have some funky neighbors, baby. No, I have some crazy neighbors. Okay, the fourth house, baby. What is the fourth house? Zonder om even naar mijn scherm te kijken, this is the house of the ancestors. Hey, this is the house of houses, okay? Je weet dat 4... Een vierhoek is stabiliteit. Oh my god, this is a rectangle. Een vierkant is stabiliteit. This is foundations. Dan snap je wanneer ik zeg what type of... Can you feel the energy? It's your foundation. It's your ancestors, your home. Okay, let's go to my cards. Okay, the cards say this title of this house is House of Home and Family. Dan weet je al wat voor energy dit huis heeft, toch? Oké. ancestry, heritage, roots, early foundation and environment, mother or mother's as figure, the caretaker of the households, cyclic end of matters. I have the part of fortune in this house. I'm lucky as fuck, and I am pretty sure I'm manifesting a free house, because part of fortune in the 4th house, you mean to tell me I am gonna manifest a house for free? Because I mean, I'm lucky like that. I'm lucky like that. Yeah, I love your energy too. I'm lucky like that. Let's continue. Baby, we gaan dieper, we gaan dieper. We zijn bij het 5e huis. Oké, het 5e huis. Het 5e huis is genaamd House of Pleasure. You heard it right. Ik heb Saturn hier, maar we gaan het er niet over hebben. Dat wil zeggen, ik moet gestructureerde pleasure hebben. Mijn pleasures zijn gestructureerd. Ik plan dus in het weekend alleen ga ik mijn hash halen. I'm just kidding. Let's move on. So, de interpretatie van dit huis is recreational and leisure activities. Relaxing. Things which makes for enjoyment and entertainment. Why do I have to sound so heavy? I have a prominent 3rd house. My 3rd house must be some fancy shit because I love fancy words. Anyways, recreational and leisure activities. Things which makes for enjoyment and entertainment. Games, gambling, and children. Love and sex. Creative self-expression. Creativity. Later gaan we dus herkennen waarom Leo the ruler is of this house. Yes, the houses have their own rulers. Yes. Iedere boot heeft een kapitein en de kapitein van deze boot is Leo. Yeah. Moving on. Baby, we gaan dieper. We zijn bij het 6e huis. Vind je het nog steeds leuk? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, let's go. This house is named the House of Health. Opletten. Opletten. De interpretatie hiervan is routine tasks and duties, skills or training acquired, jobs and employments, health and overall well-being, service performed for others, caretaking, pets and small domestic animals. This is the energy of the house. Are you getting the energy? Are you getting it? Routine, je dagelijkse routine. Skills die je hebt acquired over time. Your jobs. Well, I'm right now currently at my job. I need to look into what is my. I got a Pisces 6th house. But we're gonna get into. But don't worry. We're getting into it. Nu zijn we gewoon aan het kijken wat de energieën van die huizen zijn. Die huizen staan voor. Yeah, areas of life. Goed zo, je leert snel. Je hebt dit gauw onder de knie. Je hebt dit zo onder de knie. Let's go. Huis nummer 7, baby. Kijk, ik word ernstig. Waarom word ik ernstig? Omdat dit een tof huis is voor mij. I have my Mars in this house. Yeah. And it's a Aries. The ruler of this house is Aries. So I have Mars in Aries. In the 7th. Okay. Without further ado. Wat is de naam van dit huis? This house is called the House of Partnerships. Ik wil echt een beetje dieper erop ingaan, omdat ik ben een 7th house, a Aries 7th house person. So that means, je weet, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. I'm gonna get a little bit into it. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So Aries is recht door zee. Aries is initiatief nemen. Aries is zeggen what op your mind is. Aries is, I'm here and this is what I want and this is what I want to say and this is what I think. Dat is Aries. Dat is Aries, baby. En dat is de energie die ik moet aannemen in relaties, denk ik. Dat is de energie die ik heb in relaties. Het is niet dat ik het moet aan. Het is gewoon wat het is. Ik ben like, yeah, you come here. Yeah, you come here. I don't like it that much though. I want to be pursued and pursued and chased, you know. But I'm like, you come here. And then they bow to me because they're like, oh my God. But the last time I did that, I ended up oh my God, is this a personal thing or is this a class? Tahira, focus. I'm gonna focus. If you want my crazy story times, head on over to my Facebook group because I will be breaking down all of my little story times that have to do with things like this and they're juicy, trust me. So, we gaan terug naar the 7th house. What is de titel van de 7th house? Is the House of Partnerships. De interpretatie hiervan is close confidant. You know what a confidant is like. You know what a confidant is. If you're here, we're on the same page. Close confidant-like relationships, marriage and business partners, agreements and treaties, matters of dealing with diplomatic relations of all kinds, including open, known enemies, partner, attraction to qualities we admire from the other partner. So I like a man that is assertive. I like a man who knows the fuck what he's doing. I like a man who knows what he wants. And it's not only a man. I like people who know what they want. I like people who know what they want. Ik kijk nu naar een dame, Bougie Barbie. She has Mars energy. I don't know where in her chart because I don't know her personally. But I can feel that Mars energy. I'm attracted to it. I'm so attracted to it. And she is talking about how did I make 335k dollars in 60 days. That is the shit that gets me riled up. Oh, that is actually the thing that inspired me to start this right now. I was watching it, but now I'm like, hey, I have to put in the work for myself. You dig? 7th house energy. Partnerships. You are a partner because we're having a relationship right now, you and me. Yeah, kijk naar me in the camera. We're married now. Okay? Yeah. You mine. I'm not gonna go into my Scorpio energy because I like to own people and things and places. Maar goed, we gaan door, baby. I can feel. Can you feel the energy? So we're supposed to be here together right now. We are supposed to, yeah. We gaan naar the 8th house, baby. And this is my favorite house because I have the sun in my 8th house. Can you believe that? I have the sun in my 8th house. That means I am the fucking 8th house, baby. And what is the 8th house? You're gonna... Let's get into it. It's the house of the occult. Okay? It's the house of cycles of death and rebirth, sexual relationships, and deeply committed relationships of all kinds. See how the 7th overlaps a bit into the 8th, but not too much. That's why they are close to each other. This is the 7th house. We just had the 7th. We are now talking about the 8th. And this 8th house is also about joint funds and finances. Other people's money, other person's resource, occult, psychic, and taboo matters, regeneration, self-transformation, what I'm all about, transmutation. Baby, I love this shit so much. Moving on with the 9th house, baby. We have the 9th house, and the 9th house is the house of God. It's the house of God. It's the house of philosophy. They call it the house of God. And you know who I have in my house of God? I have Venus there. And to me, that is goddess energy. I mean, a woman in the house of God? I mean, it doesn't make sense now. Does it make High Priestess sense? Does it make Evening Star Venus sense? Yes, it does. So we're going to interpret this house. This house is about foreign travel, like I said, foreign travel abroad, foreign countries, culture, long distance travel and journeys, religion, law and ethics, higher education, knowledge, experience through expansion. Oh, I just had a braingasm because why my Venus is there, so that means I'm in love. But I just described my husband. Okay, moving on. 10th house. The 10th house, they call it the house of career, the house of fame. I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause. Live for the why is there a BMW, some sort of supercar, driving past 2 supercars, a GLE. Oh my gosh. Alignment, yes baby, yes baby. Also a cop car. What are you doing? This is the house of fame. This is the house of career. This house is called the house of social status. How people see you, I guess. Let me not guess. Hello, we're not here to guess. Cut it. If I don't cut it, It's for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so the house of social status, the interpretation of this house is ambitions, motivations, career, status in society, government, authority, father or father figure, the breadwinner of the household, one's public appearance, impressions at large for your audience. This is how you are perceived. This is how you will achieve fame if the stars are right for you in this house. Here in this house is how you're gonna gauge if you're supposed to be famous, baby. What houses do you have? What rulers do you have? Ooh, exciting. Let's go to the next house. The 11th house. Raad even wat voor dit huis is. Vele van jullie weten het allemaal, we gaan dieper hierin, we gaan dieper. This is the house of friendships. Not only your physical friendships, but also the spirits who love you. The spirits die een goed woordje voor je gaan doen, fluisteren in een anders oor, just because. Type shit. If you have good houses here, I pray you don't have Chiron. If you have Chiron here, it's okay. You can make it work. Moving on. This is the house of friendships. We're going to interpret it. The interpretation is friends and acquaintances of like-minded attitudes, groups, clubs, and societies, higher associations, benefits and fortunes from career, one's hopes and wishes. That is the energy of this house. So, the 12th and final house is the house that is most obscure. It's like it's a very interesting house, the 12th house. You rarely hear things about the 12th house because why? This is the house of jail, the house of the ancestors. Hey, anyway, let us go to the interpretation, okay? So, this is the house of mysticism, places of seclusion such as hospitals, prisons, and institutions, including self-imposed imprisonments, house of suicides also. Things which are not apparent to self yet clearly seen by others, elusive, clandestine, secretive, or unbeknownst matters. Retreat, reflections, and self-sacrifice, unconscious and subconscious. These are the energies that are present as the 12th house. Interpretations. So these have been the houses, their names and their energies, their interpretations. Nu heb jij een duidelijker understanding, een duidelijker begrip over deze areas of life. I'm so excited for you to learn about your own personal astrology. This is just the first step, baby. Let's go. Let's go.